Too soon though because
Hello.
people...
Hi everybody.
Oh.
Told you.
Oh, I thought just a couple seconds before you started the video.
Nope.
Mr. O, always playing on me. Hey everybody.
Please stop.
There. Ooh.
It's
I'm
not gonna
feeling...
say there's something wrong. I told you. I said it in the chat room. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, I see. It's just falling apart again.
Monitor help, please.
Looks great.
Sure.
I mean, I'd need to see you sitting here, but I think you're going to be all in. I have a little bit of room here. You got plenty of room on your side, yeah.
It'll do.
So, hello! Hello, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with...
Mr. No Show.
Our equipment's just falling apart around us here. It's disappointing. And then, of course, I took that spill last week, and if the equipment's not falling apart, we are. Oh my gosh, had a bad fall. I'm okay. The arms are better. I'm actually wearing the gloves today, not for the pain, but for the cold. It's very cold today here. So, and as you can see, I'm dressed for sleep. Not really.
I'm dressed for sleigh.
I forgot my hat. Oh, wow, Mr. O.
Hi, Libra.
You'll have to have the Christmas spirit for the both of us. Because I'm not going over there to get it right now.
Humbug.
Oh, dear. And by the way, I see Libras here, so we are getting an audience. All right. I am going to read very quickly my winter solstice poem for everybody because Saturday is winter solstice. All right. So let me pop up my...
The dramatic recital.
So you are getting the sneak preview before I send it out into social media land. Okay. And for those of you on Sunday's show, you get a sneak peek at my Christmas one. All right. So this one is called The Magical Gifts of Winter. We can see winter's magic all around, from the dark skies above to the frozen ground. On the solstice night, take a walk outside. Let winter's gods and goddesses be your guide. Though it seems the earth has fallen asleep and the sky above is bathed in darkness deep, there's gifts and messages they have for you. Just speaking to them is all you have to do. Stomp on some ice, and if it does not crack, ask ice for a barrier to guard your back. Speak to icicles on a home or tree. They'll tell you there's beauty in fragility. Call to snowflakes falling down from above. They'll whisper you're unique and worthy of love. Silent, pristine snow blanketing the earth reminds you dreams have messages to unearth. See the frost on a window as a sign that we are all part of a grander design. Place your hands upon an evergreen tree and reflect on your soul's immortality. The dark night sky has a story to tell. If you release the past, it will serve you well. The stars shining above can help you cope. Their message to you is to never lose hope. Without darkness, you can't appreciate light. So come to terms with your shadows solstice night. Grateful for all the lessons you've learned, tomorrow you'll celebrate the sun's return. However you respond to winter's call, we wish warm solstice blessings to one and all. Happy solstice, everyone. Woohoo!
Happy winter solstice.
Well, in some parts of the world, it's summer solstice.
Right, in Australia and New Zealand.
And a lot of my winter motif, and especially for my people in the southern states, don't always see the ice and snow on solstice night necessarily.
General reading for Libra. All right.
All right. We got
and
that,
it
Libra.
is a very short list, so it may be a very short show.
Yeah, we'll
see
how it goes. You know, people might pop in, Kara, etc.
Kara.
Kara. She usually comes after the card for the collective.
Well, you just need to move up here where we have that kind of weather.
That's right. Hey. You're welcome to do your own communing with your elements over there. I mean, come on. When we talk about Santa Claus and the North Pole and all the wintry stuff, that's what I think of when I think of winter solstice. All right.
Sunny.
Hi, Sonny. Oh, yeah. Well, by all means, just park your butt down. Make me move my computer. All right, solstice card. Choose wisely, Mr. O. All right. Oh, we've had that one, but it's
now we
back.
have it again.
And we have it again. I don't know if I had it I thought we had it on this show. The light is back, and the light is going to be returning, and boy, I cannot wait. It's already been too cold for a winter. The keywords are hope and return of light. If there is one theme you should know about Yule, it's light. The entire celebration of Yule is an honoring of faith in warmer days to come. There is always light after the darkness, and spring will always come after winter. No matter how difficult your situation, know that things will work out. Like a dynamic card, light is a dynamic card, and when you have drawn it, you can expect an increase in your energy. You are feeling more confident these days, and you're likely to see an increase in your motivation and overall vitality. This is a happy card and a positive sign of success. Pulling the light card is like getting a big yes from the universe. You can expect a positive resolution when this card comes to a reading. Additionally, pulling light is a sign of abundance and increase in all areas of your life. You may see an increase in your finances, such as a raise or unexpected financial windfall. In love, this card is a positive sign of new love or marriage. You might receive a promising job offer or clarity in a job, clarity in a job change when it comes to career. Something positive is on its way when the light shines in your reading. And, I like what it said here, that it's about the light returning, but there's more to winter solstice than just that. It's about the darkness, too. It's about confronting the shadow. It's about accepting the shadow. It's about, the dark as well as the light. The dark has had their day, and now it's time for the sun to return.
No, the list is not closed. No, Victoria, the list is not closed. I had it on from the last time, and I forgot to make it invisible.
Oh, my. Well, so that's what we have for everyone. What did I do with my box? It's here somewhere. Okay. That was the Season of the Witch Yule Oracle, of course.
Alrighty.
And I got to add Airy to the list. I haven't posted the list because I figured people were still coming in, so I will get it done.
Victoria, what are we doing? I don't remember.
Oh, she did post something.
Let's see.
Find it.
Will you have the resources to move when your lease is up? Ooh. Okay, good question.
Well, the good news for us is we just paid off our condo. Well, look at that. Carol, we have been talking smack about you.
Oh, yeah. You want to go back and read the chat.
We're just waiting for you to come, Kara. Victoria was eager. She was trying to call you out.
And I was doing my Rocky Stallone or whatever impression. Rocky Balboa. Kara. I know that's not really Rocky Balboa.
All right, well, you're on the list, Kara, but I'm not going to post it again right now. All right.
All right, so Victoria asks, will she have the resources she needs when she's ready to move, when her lease is up?
All right.
So, our first card is the Eight of Cups upright.
Wow.
Well, somehow you are moving.
Yeah.
And it's in a good way for the most part.
That's a positive sign,
It's a
I'd
positive
say.
sign. And you have another 8. It's the upright 8 of Pentacles. And I know we're like a little bit into the Cabana Girls there, maybe. I don't know. And then finally, by the way, this is the Barbieri Tarot, so it is a little bit more
racy,
erotic-y. The 7 of Pentacles is upright.
Well, that's a little bit of a, wait and see kind of card. But let's take a look here. I'm going to get the Lenormand in on this too. All right. Here, we got the letter. Oh, that's great news. And the flowers. The bouquet, which is the stocking in this deck. Because it's all about gifts. So, Victoria, this is looking promising. I think a lot depends on how much effort you put out there to have the finances you need. That 8 of Pentacles there is very clear about that. The 7 of Pentacles is like, well, step back right now and assess where you are. Assess where you are in this process and what more you need to do to grow your dream, right? That's the 7 of Pentacles. And with the 8 of Cups upright, that's indicating you are going to be elevating and moving on up. And I think that means for you that you will be able to move to some place that you really desire, that you are longing for, that you want to go for.
The 8 of Cups is kind of interesting here, Victoria, because to me, it sort of says like something is really creating this movement, this attraction towards another place. And maybe what this says is that something more specific, even if it's in a general way, may suddenly present itself to you. And I think it's tied into the idea of the need, because there's a finite time period that you have to work with. And so it's almost like you're throwing this out to the universe to manifest, and then somebody says, well, what do you think about this place here or this one? Like you all of a sudden get something that can actually manifest in a wonderful kind of way.
Well, she's hoping she doesn't get kicked out too before, And I don't see an indication of that here. Any kind of negative card that would indicate that. But, I think the key is to keep your eye on the prize. Keep working towards it. So, the closer you can get to having what you need, if something comes along and tries to give you the boot, you'll be more than ready to move. So you just got to keep at it.
Well,
go on.
That was only my first card.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry.
I know. See, having said what I said there, I think the second 2 cards are a little bit more guarded in a sense. Both of them, I think. Because I think this is saying you get what you put into it. You get out of it what you put into it. And so I think both of those other cards are saying, despite this like wonderment thing happening, somebody says, how about this? There still is going to be a necessary component of you really putting, yourself to the grinding wheel, whatever, to move it. It's not like you're going to do, Samantha and snap your fingers or twitch the nose, but there's still something really interesting here for you if this all works out.
Well, and the other thing is, okay, you say new job. Well, there is a slight indication of that possibility here. But if you do get something new, I almost think it could be something that could elevate you in some way. So is it possible you could get more pay on your job, or something could happen there? Whatever the case may be, I was really focusing in on the move, but I can't rule that out, because the other thing is I don't know if you're ready to go there. Are you ready?
Not yet.
Okay, go
because
ahead.
I just was going to say that, of course, your general question was, would you be financially or resourcefully able to do this? And for me, it's sort of saying like, it's true, but it really depends on how much you're able to hustle here too, to some degree.
Okay. Well, but when you brought up the job angle, I see the stocking and I see the letter, And that to me indicates a bonus, a gift, a promotion, some positive news that brings you joy. Could it be, maybe just finding the home of your dreams and working on that?
Maybe it's related to the idea of a gift somehow, or a loan or something like that.
Yeah, could
that
be.
is crucial to some degree, or just basically really puts you exactly where you need to be. And that, the terms of the loan are great and all that kind of stuff. It's either a gift or it's something that really helps you with resources, I think. And I think it's coming as a gift of some sort, or it could. But I still feel like there's a component of you have to ply your trade here a little bit.
Well, even though the butt cheeks are prominent on that one card, I don't think you're being mooned, Victoria. I think this is all good. All the cards are good.
No, they really are.
But, they are saying it's going to take effort, analysis, strategy, all of this on your part, and little things that you can do to better prepare yourself for this.
Right. So, Eight of Pentacles, despite buttocks, is about strategy. So...
Your job ends in March? It's over? Really? Oh, no. Well, it's possible there could be something. We may have to explore that in a different reading to get more specific. I think this was clearly focusing on your move, but I can't rule out some of the worky elements I see here.
Right.
So obviously you're going to have to come up with a plan to fill that void. If your job is ending, you're going to have to fill that void and keep at it. Keep working towards your goal. Hey, it took us 20 years to pay off our mortgage, but it's done. So, it can be done. You can get there. You can get that down payment. You can get stuff together. I wish you so much luck, Victoria. Good luck with that.
Alrighty. Hello there.
All right. Well, something just came in the mail.
What could it be?
Mr. O Shutters. It's not even open. It's still wrapped. We saw this and we were both really amazed by it.
Yeah. It looks really great.
Turn it over. There's more pictures on the back. See them? Yeah.
It has that kind of minimalist style, but not totally.
No, it's meaty. I mean, there's lots of little detail there. So this is going to be a fun deck to work with. There's apparently some runic associations with this deck as well. So I'm looking forward to tackling this one. It looks really exciting.
You're welcome.
So,
and, well, we hope so too then,
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right. So we are on a cell as I copy the list and bring it in. Hi, Estelle. All right, let me put this away. Oh, crazy stuff. All right. Sunny likes my little snuggly thing here. It's very soft and furry, and so it's got like little fuzz, and he just loves laying against it. And he likes nuzzling in Mr. O's when Mr. O lays it on the bed.
I think Shadow's in it right now.
Oh, okay.
She jumped on the bed, and I put it out there, and she went into it immediately. It's fleece on the inside. She just loves it.
Yeah.
She burrows in.
Mine is not well, yes, it is fleecy on the inside. It is. Yeah. Anyway, we digress. So, Estelle posted a question. Let's see.
I don't remember.
I hope you do get a new contract, Victoria. Everything is so weird. Okay. You know, you brought up Elon Musk, and apparently he's already taken over the government here with some of the things he pulled today.
Maybe he can hire you, because I hear he's building a city down there for the space stuff.
Hey, that's
and he wants
right.
it to be a city, so I guess,
Oy.
opportunities. Okay, so 2 Capricorns, and you're wondering if you might be able to have a relationship with one of them. It's your deck, right?
Yeah, I guess I missed that question.
It's right down at the end there. It just came.
You posted it now. Whoops. I was looking earlier. How about we do 2 and 2, Mr. O?
Well, it's just her and him. They're both Capricorn.
Oh! I see. Okay, I getcha. I'm sorry.
So it could be a yes or no, or it could be 3, and then we could do a yes or no if we need to.
Let's do 3, and we can always do the short version of the
I
yes,
like that.
So, yeah.
You're never alone with a schizophrenic, Libra. Oh, wait, we're talking about astrology.
I wish Mr. O would not use that during the show.
Well, I have a lot of Capricorns in my life. I seem to gravitate towards a lot of people who are born around between January 14th and 20th. I've had real super best friends. My child is born then. Super Terry, a librarian who's just the greatest librarian ever. Lots of people.
Your child.
Our child.
Yes, thank you. All right, so 2 and 2. Let me do that. Hold on.
Why are we doing 2 and 2?
That's right, we're not. I'm sorry, 3 cards. Because I'm still thinking
You're not thinking.
bad thoughts. All right.
That's okay. I didn't even start the Lenormand yet. We
kind of got a
sure.
maybe Capricornian card here with the woman, because it's the Earth Queen. Queen of Pentacles.
Okay.
But then we have the Good Kitty reversed. That's Judgment. But we have the Ten of Sea upright.
And that's cups.
Wow, that looks pretty interesting. I want to see what he pulls here, Sal.
Well, it's always possible to have a relationship, but what you want is a good relationship.
Well, one that leads to marriage, maybe.
So first we have the moon, as in the midnight moon.
Wow.
And then we have the wreath,
There's just
as in the ring.
Judgment stands in the center of this reversed, and it's kind of puzzling to me because there's a lot of positive energy here.
Absolutely.
Towards this kind of union. Of course, you could probably have a relationship with a Capricorn, I think. I think, sometimes, relationships, they always say opposites attract and all of that. But sometimes people with a very similar interest, similar way of looking at the world, etc., they get along just fine.
To some degree, when we think about Capricorns, they have to have a real good uniting between them, because Capricorn is a sign that normally really is very independent. So to be able to open that circle and work as a partnership, I don't know enough about astrology to say that is or isn't very possible, but it just depends on what your goals are and how you feel about it.
Well, it's very interesting she says that. They live in different countries. So maybe judgment has something to do with that. All right, let's talk this out now, Estelle. I think here with the Queen of Earth, this is saying, boy, you for sure would be very, very comfortable in this relationship.
Yeah.
You would feel right at home with this Capricorn. That's what it looks like to me when I see the Queen of Earth here.
I would have to agree. We all know that she is basically an Earth Mother type, somebody who's very much able to control content in their life. I guess you would say that in the modern sense. And the card does resonate towards Earth signs like Capricorn. So I think asking the question you ask, I think that's absolutely what it means, is that for you, you would definitely feel like you could get along in this relationship.
Now, Judgment reverse seems to indicate to me that, and it's interesting you brought up the other countries, because there's sort of I was going to say that one or both of you are going to have to understand that, there may be things that you are going to have to adjust in your lives and reimagine, about the way you do things, what your expectations are, and vice versa for the other Capricorn here, so that you can make this work. So when it comes down to it, it could be about living apart. Where are you going to live? Who's going to compromise about pulling you together and being in the same, place together?
I think that card shapes the reality that a relationship like this would have to have, which would be some sort of sense of an imbalance is at the center of the relationship, because you may have to live in different countries, or at least at times you may have to, or at least as it begins, until anything really develops from it. So that's the basic challenge there.
So if you can work out the challenges of living arrangements, of maybe, power sharing in the relationship, and, that you feel good about each other, where each other are coming from, then I think it could really develop into something very, very positive here. The Ten of Cups is, of course, about a happy ending, Estelle, that things could go really, really well for you, that, for both of you, that you both will be living that happily ever after kind of life. And I know it sounds fairy tale-esque, but, people do achieve happy marriages, or at least 40 some years truce when living together. So, I mean, I think it's just a very positive sign. And if we move on to the Lenormand here, it looks as though the moon is about romance. So I think what this is saying, because the ring, of course, is about getting a ring or engagement. Commitment. It could be a romance that could lead to an engagement. Or I would just say to this to you right now, Estelle, if this person is interested in having a relationship with you, I would commit to it. I mean, I would try to make this happen, get to know them more, and see where it goes, because everything looks really positive here.
Right. There's a saying in some parts of the world, don't put the cart before the horse. Yeah. But I think that in the context of your question, Estelle, this isn't talking about the ring of marriage. This is committing to the idea of moving the relationship ahead.
Yeah.
So whatever that takes, whether it's okay for you to be that person or for you to have others work that person towards you, if there's any kind of way, that there's mutual interest and to do that, it really does look like you would be compatible and that you could work towards a good relationship.
I can say no more. We definitely don't need a yes/no on this one.
You'll have to tell us more as it develops.
Yeah, I hope that something can be worked out for you both. Judgment is reversed. So to say that there won't be any challenges, all relationships have challenges.
Absolutely.
Let's face it. All right, that's what we have for you, Estelle. Good luck with that. I hope it works out. Sounds great.
And here's Sunny again.
The cards make it sound great.
Yeah, good luck. Hope so.
Well, hi, Sunny. You want to knock the cards out of my hand now? I'm not going to allow that. And hey, you're about to fall in my lap. This cat.
I suppose that's basically it, that he could like you. It seems to me like there is something. I mean, we could ask that question next time, but I think there is a basis for you, moving ahead with the idea of creating a relationship or seeing if there could be one.
Well, and I guess maybe on a very generic level here, Estelle, your question was about whether Capricorns can have a good relationship together. The cards are saying yes. Yes, they can. So now, with Judgment here, I guess reversed, we have to determine, is he interested or not, right?
Right. I mean, there's always that possibility that maybe, once things finally move that way, you might just end up just being friends. So, but we can try again later and see if there's anything tarot can tell us.
Keep the dialogue going, you
Yeah.
know. Just keep the dialogue going and see where it leads. I wish you luck.
Hey, Sonny. So, is it Libra or who is it? It's Libra and then Ari. All right, you're welcome. So, Libra
And
wanted
it's your
a
deck,
general
right?
reading.
No, it's my deck, your deck. Yeah.
I'm going to use the Tarot of the Animal Lords for that.
Well, Sonny, where am I supposed to shuffle? There. Everybody wants to see your pretty face anyway. You know that. You know that. I always wanted to do a pajama party show, but just so you know, I don't have pajamas on. Just this over my shirt. I have a very thin shirt on right now, and it's too cold for that.
All right, Libra. So your first card is the Hermit, and it's upright. Your second card is the upright Moon. And then finally, it's the Three of Swords, and it's upright.
Wow, very interesting reading. So,
What do you have?
I don't yet. I'm
Oh,
working
okay.
on it. So there's the Three of Swords as well as the Moon
And the Hermit.
Well, general reading. So I guess, a lot of us during this time of the year, we wish we could kind of pull back from all the craziness and just have a little bit of peace and tranquility so that we can meditate and reflect. Maybe reflecting on the last year, some of the hits and misses, maybe reflecting on the new year ahead and what you want to plan. But, it's hard to do that when everybody is just climbing the walls and all excited about the holidays and stuff. And with the moon here, I feel here, there's definitely a pull inside of you right now to give yourself that time so that you can maybe come up, your intuition maybe trying to feed you some ideas or some things that you need to think about and consider. I'll stop there.
Well, I almost feel like this is saying to some degree, and it may be more of a personal thing, you're going within, maybe because you're feeling there are messages or things coming at you, and we or other readers can only give you so much information. This might be the point of you trying to see what it really means to you, your own deep dive, so to speak. And so I think what it does is it says something about this Three of Swords here. And it's an interesting picture for the Three of Swords because normally it looks a little bit bloodier than that. But this could be saying that something, or you're going to feel or find something is being taken or has been taken. And it may be a sense of a freedom that you had that like now you're caged, or now you're not able to do this thing because you're blocked or not permitted somehow. And so in the context of the greater reading, I think it means you finding out something about yourself that maybe you realize you're not really fulfilling the potentials you want, and you need to figure your own way out of the cage.
Well, I got a slightly different impression, but it is interesting for me to see the cage motif here since that seems more associated with the Eight of Swords, which we, by the way, just had for our card for the collective.
I had to check all of a sudden, say,
I know,
maybe it's
but
the
it's the
eight,
three,
but it's
no,
not. It's the three.
I looked at that, but you can look at it this way. This is why they used the cage, because we allow ourselves to be trapped sometimes by our sorrows and our sadness. We allow them to overwhelm us to such a degree that it puts us in kind of a cage or kind of a bind. We can't seem to get through our day without thinking about this or worrying about that. And so I think here, in context to what I was saying, this is not a time for you to allow some of the disappointments or setbacks or losses that you had in this last year, Libra, to overwhelm you to the degree where you can't see your way forward. There is a way forward, and I think that's why the moon is here. The moon wants to reveal something to you, but if you're gonna, but don't wallow in sorrow and sadness and setbacks and feeling that is all there is. Otherwise, the moon can't direct you to what new things might be happening or developing for you in the year ahead. All right, Lenormand.
I just added Jasmina to the list.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Jasmina.
Hi, Jasmina. I'll have to recopy it, but that's okay. Here.
So the birds.
Yep.
And the clock tower.
Oh, for some reason, it's not on my list.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
You're welcome.
Well, this is really weird.
You might have to
I have
reboot.
never seen this happen before. It must be something to do with the way I have this
Just
out.
reboot it.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of here.
Okay, so with the Lenormand, clock tower and birds.
Well, it doesn't have to apply. It's a general reading.
That's true, yeah.
And I'm really thinking
You're right.
that the clock tower and the birds indicates to me, Libra, there's something else going on in your world. I don't really feel, now maybe he'll find something, but I don't feel a resonance between the three cards in the Lenormand, which means to me it wants to inform you about something else, and that is you might be getting messages about a job or from your workplace that you need to pay attention to. Watch your emails and whatever, or there will be dialogue. There's people talking, and it has to do with work. It's very neutral, this reading. Those two cards, it's very neutral. It's not saying
I can agree with that.
It's going to go one way or the other, but there's some important messages that you're going to be receiving about work.
Well, because of the tower representing institutions, it could also be related to the idea of the government or some agency that has to communicate with you over some matter. So hopefully it's nothing like back taxes or anything like that, because we're going to be moving into the new tax season, of course. So you're right. I don't think it's necessarily related to the first thing there.
Yeah, I think it's something different. And, we'll just have to play it by ear, I guess. But something's going to be coming. Either, it could be in the new year, but I get the feeling it might be by the end of this month. So, and we're already there. So it could either, it might wiggle to the start of 2025. I'm not sure what this means for you.
Well, that was pretty general.
Well, that was.
Alrighty.
That was indeed. Yeah. Good luck with that, Libra.
Good luck.
We're on Aries. All right. Unless anybody thinks we weren't working out this afternoon,
We were.
I have my water bottle from this afternoon.
Yeah, I think we both had a good workout today.
And I had to be careful because of my leg that I hurt when I fell and my arm. But he did a lower body workout with us, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
All right, so your deck?
Let's see. What did Erie ask? Let's see. Okay. Well, yeah. I guess we'll throw 3 cards and see what we can get on that. I've got my Yule deck. why you're rushing. Oh, that's right. You don't have Sunny here. All right. Wow. Oh, you have the Ace of Wands upright, the Ace of Candles. Ah, we have the Moon reversed. And we have the Empress reversed.
The reason I was wagging those cards at you is because I didn't have the rest of them.
Oh, well, instead of wagging cards, telling me might be nicer. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
I tell you a lot of things, and usually you tell me to shut up.
Sure I do.
You sure do.
Yeah. Oh, Sonny. Nothing we can do with a Scorpio. Oh. Oh, this is so rich, Ari. I don't know if you're going to like what I have to say. So you want to know why these guys just don't want to be upfront with you or just tell you they weren't interested? Did they have bad... No, I don't know if that's exactly what is going on here according to what I see in the cards. What I see in the cards is, looking at that Ace of Wands, I'm beginning to think that some of these guys may have already had a relationship going on while, they were seeing you. Or they were already looking at someone else, too. And, sometimes I think, I don't know about guys, but I'm just going to say it. It seems to stand to reason to me that some of them may have a backup plan, They have a backup plan, and maybe you are some of these guys' backup plan. So if their relationship didn't work out, they'd be interested in you. Now, the Moon here is reversed because I feel it's saying to me that they really didn't want to reveal the real reason they're breaking up with you. They didn't want to make a scene. They didn't want to have to deal with it. They just wanted to let it go and hope you will go away. Because isn't that the easy way people like to handle things today, right? And then with the Empress reversed, I just feel like they've determined in their mind that this was not going to go where they wanted it to go, this relationship, for whatever reason. And they just decided no. And if you look at the Lenormand, which is really interesting to me too, because you have the crossroad and the letter. Some of them really might have been sitting on the fence about sending you a letter, I think, and letting you know. But, there's a lot of people who cannot communicate well their feelings today, and so they just would rather duck and run.
Okay, Ari, you say, why couldn't they say, I'm sorry, but I'm interested in somebody else? It's kind of like what she said. They're still holding on to you as a possible backup plan, that they would maybe come out of the woodwork in a week or two, a month or two, whenever, and say, would you still like to date? And I get a totally different feeling from the Empress reverse because I know what young men are like. They like to get around, but they don't want to get anybody pregnant. And the more women that they're with, the more likely they might get somebody pregnant. Okay,
that's nice that you threw
me
that out
being
there.
A guy, right?
That's okay. We need the guy's perspective here, don't we? Even an old guy.
And the Moon reversed, I think, is a lot of what Banshee said. I think they're concealing something. And maybe the idea is that they already have somebody pregnant, another person, and they don't want to deal with, I'm just going to say the Empress's fertility aspects should not be ignored in the overall equation.
Well, Mr. O, we can't lump all these guys in.
They are jerks, I agree.
we can't lump all these guys into doing the same thing for the same reasons. Some may have, like he said, maybe they got somebody pregnant, maybe they got problems, other things to deal with, and they just walked. And certainly they don't want to have to talk about it with you. You know? And yeah, it is jerky behavior. There's no doubt about that, Ari, but you know, people do what they do, and not everybody is gentlemanly in the way that they handle things.
Another way of looking at the Empress reversed is immaturity.
Yeah, that's right. Good point. Yeah. So I just feel here, some of them may have been at a crossroads about letting you know. I see that with that. Did you tackle the Lenormand?
No, I didn't.
Okay, what do you
talk
think
about that either. I think it could apply to that. I think it could also really apply to the fact that maybe they feel they have, you know, many directions they can possibly go. And so it is the idea that they can write off somebody one way or the other, whether they have friends do it, as you mentioned. But I think you are dealing with, you know, less mature people or people who are evasive. And that kind of sucks.
And, you know, it's the kind of world we live in today. There's this whole concept of ghosting people, you know. And back in my day, I had never heard of people, for example, you know, applying for jobs and getting the job and then never showing up to the job and never responding what happened to them, anything. They ghost their employer. So, you know, like I said, the world, I don't know whether it's because of, I don't want to blame any one thing, social media, people's upbringing, whatever the case may be, this just seems to be a thing today, right?
I think you were also wondering about the karmic idea that maybe this will be bad for them in the long run. And there's nothing definitive there, but I do think that both the Empress and the Moon could have some aspects of a karma vibe about them.
Yeah, that's a good thought. In a way, it could just be saying that, you know, people will see them for what they truly are. You know, the phonies that they truly are through their behavior. And you know, being stood up in that fashion, certainly can see the kind of people they are. And so, in a sense, karma does have a way of catching up with people. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Well, that was really an interesting reading.
It was.
I have to say.
Hope it answered some things.
Yeah, good luck with that. And, you know, you can't do anything about the way some people act. You know, you're going to confront this probably again. But, you know, you will find people out there who, if they are going to dump you, they'll just say, I'm sorry, you know, I've just decided that I'm not that compatible with you, or I'm not interested, whatever. You might get that. And what's more hurtful? I don't know. Either way, it's difficult being rejected. And I also feel some of these people may understand that too, and so they just can't face you. And I don't know what that doesn't say much about them to me.
Sorry
either.
about that.
Huh?
I just said sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right, Ari. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks for that
did
question.
You get Lena?
I did not get Lena. I will get her now. Hi, Lena.
On the 3rd of March. That's pretty specific. I guess that's when you're taking the test.
All right, so we're on Kara.
So that's me. Kara, general reading. All right, I got you general reading. And I'm going to use the Tarot of the Princesses.
Oh, that deck, you can't figure out some of the cards. It's mostly the court cards, I know.
Well, on any of these decks, sometimes the court cards are the bigger things.
Scarabo decks, really, mostly. And by
little...
the way, this really cool deck is a U.S. Games deck. I'm really kind of surprised by this one. It just seems very nicely done. Not that U.S. Games does not have nice decks. They do. But this just looks very unique. I'm going to enjoy it. And Mr. O will probably be Mr. O has been borrowing some more of my decks. It's cool. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to lend them.
10 of Wands, and it's upright. 3 of Cups is reversed.
True that. Hey, Russ. Boy, those bills
Hi, Russ.
decimated us last week, especially with injuries.
And the 2 of Swords is upright.
They are a team to be reckoned with, the Buffalo Bills. I knew it'd be a good game. I think my thing was off. I said the Lions would win by, a short amount of points. They did come back, but they weren't even as close as I thought it would be. But there was some interesting things about my prediction that did come out again. And I think I pointed to possible injuries again. And lo and behold, there they were. All right. So 10 of Cups, right? And
Wands.
Oh, Wands. I didn't see the burden there. And she doesn't look burdened to me. But anyway.
I don't look burdened, but I am.
He is a burden.
3 of Cups reversed, and the 2 of Swords upright.
Well, and this is a general for Kara. Mm-hmm. Well, Kara, it seems as though it looks as though there may be some stresses coming to you. I don't know whether it has to do with the holidays, the year ahead, or if you've got something else on your mind that might be causing that to happen. That's the 3 of Cups reversed, which indicates that it could have to do with friends, it could have to do with fights and arguments or family.
Are they the burden?
During the holiday season, it could be definitely causing stress in your life. The 10 of Wands is about stress, pressure, and burdens. And so I do feel like this is going to drag you down in some way. But I think here, before you react, like, for example, if this has to do with social media, I'm just throwing this example out there, Kara, before you hit that block button or whatever, maybe you need to step back a little bit first and really think about the best way to respond to a situation. It's possible here that maybe this doesn't directly involve you, but it's pulling you into an argument that maybe you don't want any part of.
Sometimes burdens maybe are not physical burdens. Is the 10 of Wands, the person in the picture, the burden of a certain leadership or a certain pose they have to take, a certain status that they have to appear as? And so maybe this card is saying there's a burden in playing a role or a part or being part of a thing that doesn't really suit you, or you feel like either you're not worthy enough or you're way over worthy. Something burdens you about this idea that you have to act a certain way with certain people or anything like that. Pretenses bothers you. But maybe it's because something is also hurtful. Maybe this is the idea that you have to hold your head up sometimes and say, that didn't bother me, even if it really did inside. So as a general reading, these are more feely things. They're not talking about things happening, but it could be the idea that something does happen that makes you feel these things. I haven't gotten to that one yet, but I'm going to stop there.
I did all 3 cards.
Already?
So.
Well, I could tell that you were impatient and wanted to say something.
No.
Oh, okay. Did you want to throw those Lenormand?
I could. I was just holding.
So you're waiting for me with the card?
Yeah.
And see, this is another one of those cards where the traditional meaning of the 2 of Swords doesn't look like action, which is depicted in this picture, but it looks like maybe deciding circumstances and what action may have to be. And so this could be saying all of what this is makes you feel like you still have to do what you're doing, or you still have to find some other way to mitigate your emotional problems and or the roles or the situations you're in. This could be about people you're involved in and maybe how they just have different expectations of you, but you have them of them too in a way.
Well, I did not look at my Lenormand before.
Hi, SP.
Hi, SP. Good to see you. We'll get you on the list in a little bit. I didn't look at the Lenormand cards before I said what I was going to say with this reading, but it's so appropriate to what I said. Here you go.
The child of the novelty. Whip that child.
No, what it's basically saying is
No, it says-
somebody is acting like an angry child. Somebody's acting like an angry child. The whip is aggressive. The whip is angry. And so either you're going to get embroiled in this, or are you going to be that angry child, Kara? Don't be that angry child. Let somebody else look like the jerk here, you know? We were talking about jerks earlier, an Aries reading of a different sort. But it's the same principle here. You don't want to be the jerk in the room. So, but rest assured, somebody in your circle of people that you commiserate with, family, friends, social media, whatever, it's going to get kind of ugly. And just don't make it more so, or don't make yourself stoop to their level. I would just watch it. Hi, Mary. I can absolutely add you too.
And the other person got their deck in the mail. They actually got it several days ago and they just forgot to tell me. So thanks. Glad that all worked out.
You have anything to add to that, Lenormand?
There's a man hiding in your room. Does your mom know?
So, did you tackle those, Lenormand? I can't
I
remember.
didn't. I'm having fun with Carol.
I guess so.
She said that there's a man in her room.
Okay. I know, I saw that. I heard that.
Okay, so whipping child. It's kind of interesting because it sort of, to me, is a contradiction. Move fast, move slow. Maybe this is saying there's a Goldilocks moment you need to find. It's not the too much this, the too little that. It's something right in between. And so if this is about really what is the appropriate actions to take in emotional problems that seem to burden you or seem to expect you to be a certain person that you don't feel good about being, it's probably saying just be yourself. Don't overreact, but don't underreact either.
That's what we have for you.
I know, it was pretty lame on my part, wasn't it?
It was not lame on your part. What?
Hi, Jasmina. We're coming up to you.
I wanted to say something else here. No, I guess we're done. No, that's all I have. I think something's going to burble up, Kara. You know, 'tis the season. People just don't get along around the holidays. There's so much stress. And I just feel something is going to hit the fan. But anyway.
I control the camera so you won't see when I hit her. I won't hit her. She'll hit me with the camera if I do that. Okay, those aren't funny. Sorry. Jasmina wants a
being
general
rather
reading.
aggressive child like himself today.
It was because I saw that whipping that child. I was like,
Crack that whip.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
All right,
General. You're
I
dead.
see it. Okay, I know. All right. And Russ, Jared Goff addressed that perfectly, just like you said. And you know what? I do believe that was part of my reading too, but I didn't put it all together because part of my reading did show that the offense was going to be a little bit slow to start. And I had a feeling about that, but I didn't think it would affect him as badly as it did. But you're right. You're absolutely right about what you said there. So, well, it's the Bears this week. I hope the Lions are ready. All right. So, this is just a general. We have the Devil reversed, which is a good way to have it. But we also have the Knight of Cups reversed. Oh. Well, I should let you go first on this reading. And it's the Seven of Swords upright. Oh, what are you seeing there?
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. This is a general reading, Jasmina. The Devil reverse talks about somebody that maybe finds they have outwitted problems that they had, specifically things that maybe they considered bad habits, or even people that maybe were oppressive to them, controlling to them. It sort of feels like a sense of a liberation. I'm wondering if this has something to do with a relationship that maybe you're moving beyond. It could be a very personal relationship, or maybe it's just something that's more of a friend, but somebody who ultimately proved to not necessarily be a very good friend. There's something going on, and maybe you freed yourself from some relationship or situation that was oppressive in certain ways, and maybe in some ways, emotionally, you didn't feel like you could really be yourself around that person sometimes. But there is the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords carries the energy that maybe you had to do this a little bit on the sly. You didn't necessarily telegraph exactly how you were doing this or how you will be doing this if this is coming up for you. Because maybe the idea of this person being an oppressive or controlling personality meant you really did have to move to something a little bit more secret.
Well, Jasmina, I'm going to give you a couple, since this is a general reading, I'm going to give you a couple different scenarios here because, yes, I definitely see how this could fit together to be about a relationship you're better off moving past, and maybe quietly just moving on. That's what it looks like to me here when I see the Devil reversed and that Seven of Swords on that side there. Just don't even, and I hate to say this, we were just talking about ghosting people, but maybe it's just time to walk away quietly from something that may not be working out for you. Liberate yourself from a situation that just doesn't seem to be going anywhere positive. Now, that being said, I can also see some other things going on here possibly for you, and that is with the Devil reversed, it does talk about changing your lifestyle a little bit or changing your mindsets a little bit if they really haven't been producing the results you want. Why remain trapped in habits or habitual thinking that is not serving you well? Liberate yourself from that, because it's been making you unhappy. That's that Knight of Cups there. It's been making you unhappy. And I think for now, this might be a time for you to lay low. It's just a time when maybe you should be taking a lot internally, excuse me, thinking about things, thinking about your life, thinking about the changes that you need to make, whether it's in a relationship or with what I just mentioned, and just kind of lay low, for now.
Jennifer thinks that it's her toxic job, which is kind of interesting. Could be. I mean, that is a relationship, and it's absolutely a big relationship.
Oh, it's Jasmine. I was looking for Jennifer's name.
Jasmina.
Jennifer.
I'm sorry. I did mean Jasmina.
It's all right. I'm sorry. I was looking for We have two Jennifers. So
not tonight.
I know, but I thought maybe she came in.
Okay. Well, so here's what happens in Lenormand.
Go on. Want to name them?
It's the humbug, which is the snake.
I didn't have to look for
and
you to
the mountains.
do that. And the mountains.
Sometimes you want to see it before I put it out. How come you didn't this time?
Because I work on the list. So we're a little cranky today too. So the snake is about, again, And the mountains.
Somebody who could betray you.
Don't
maybe.
deceive yourself into believing that you don't need to make some changes here. That's what I think is going on. You know, there's challenges here that you need to address. And I think that you need to do a little bit of soul searching, whether it's about this relationship, if there is one, you know, if that resonates with you, or whether it's about something else, you know, inside of you or a part of you that you need to change. You need to make some changes. And if you continue to deceive yourself, well, the mountains you have to climb to get to where you want to be are going to be kind of steep.
I don't necessarily know if you are deceived about what you perceive as, you know, your problem, but it is possible that maybe you think it's going to be handled differently than what it is, and it's just going to be more of a struggle. I'm wondering about that because of the mountains and the snake. Also, too, I'm wondering if there is a sense of maybe somebody who could be more of a deliberate or personal enemy in this situation, or somebody that clearly, you know, is not on your side.
Well, I'm not going to rule out that it's about, you know, about your job or not. I mean, I guess it could be, if that's what's making you unhappy right now, it could very well be. But also look at your mindset here and look at your thinking and how you're handling this situation, and can you handle it better? What do you need to do? Don't talk to other people about this. This is a time to lay low and internalize this and come up with solutions that work for you.
Good luck.
Good luck with that. And yeah, and if there's a toxic person on the job, that could very well be.
I have actually been in a toxic workplace too. I had to go to anger management, and I wasn't the one who was angry.
Oh, he's never angry, as we see here.
Okay, but I wasn't causing the problem.
He was not.
The other people were causing the problem, and when they tried to address it, then everybody shut down because it was a big deal and a big company that did it. But I managed to get out because it was about my retirement pension.
I'll take those. It'll be your deck next. And
All right.
we are on...
Lena.
Yep. And I think she
Thanks, Jasmina.
posted...
I saw her question.
I did not, so I'm looking. Because you're not.
Please, do you see me getting my driving license on the 3rd of March? All right. We'll throw 3 cards, and then we'll do a yes or no, because I have a feeling we might have to. Or do we want to do your yes
I
or no?
was debating just doing the regular yes/no for this one. But if you would rather do 3 cards and then a yes/no...
I'll do the regular... I'll do our yes or no.
Okay.
Why not?
I think it needs a yes/no. We need to know, because that's a very specific time period. So let's see what it says.
Will Lena get her driver's license on March 3rd? First ace. Second ace. Third ace.
13th card?
On the 13th card.
Wow. Looks very likely, but...
It looks very likely, Lena.
Well...
Whip.
Okay, this is very strange.
Anchor.
I think I'll let you tackle that one first.
Okay. Well,
there's not much to say.
in a way, this is talking about, driver energy or fast movement. And maybe this is saying, Don't go too fast. Anchor yourself a little bit to not impressing them with your speeding abilities.
Well, and also here, it might be saying that, I think you can, well, this is kind of, I don't want to go to the, yeah, I guess I got to go to the Lenormand. So it's definitely looks likely on or by the 3rd of March. And I think here with the anchor and the whip, it's saying that maybe you felt this process has kept you stuck for a long time here, but things are going to start moving. You know, that anger is a quick, aggressive action. It's kind of like all this time it maybe took to get you to this point, Lena, and it'll finally be over. It'll just be done. The anchor kind of has been holding you back and weighing you down. But I think the whip here, now whip can't normally do that, but because it's about movement and moving things, it's moving that anchor. It's moving whatever has been blocking your progress in this regard.
All right, Lena.
Looks good to me. I wish you luck.
Vroom. And we are on Russ.
And baby, I can't drive your car.
You should, though.
Oh, it's crazy, that car. It's haunted, I swear. Here, no. It's just crazy. Thank you for taking that from me.
Thank you for taking my time.
We are on Russ. Hi, Russ.
You're welcome.
And if you're just here to watch today,
It really feels like you got this.
let us know. Yeah, it looked pretty definitive, Lena. It did.
It's an absolute yes from our point of view, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Russ, are you going to give us a question today? If not, we are going to move on.
Well, let's hold on for a minute. Oh, we have a show coming up this weekend. We have our monthly modality message.
Whoops.
That's aside from our happy hour, but that is our video show that comes out whenever the sun enters a new sign.
Oh, look, I have the wrong. Go on.
Well, at any rate, whenever the sun enters a new sign, it's entering Capricorn, so we'll be doing a monthly modality message. That reading will be good for the entire month till the sun enters Aquarius. So do check that out. Last call for Russ. Are you here? And do you want a question? I have a feeling Russ just stopped in, but let's wait one more moment. Do watch Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges tomorrow, where he talks about love and romance and
Who's going to get lucky?
yes, he actually talks about that.
Oh.
Wow. Stuff going on today. All right. There it is. Can people in the same chat room be in different timelines or realities? Okay, the question is pertaining to a different podcast, not TFT. Okay.
That sounds like a simple yes or no, too.
Well, it's an easy way out, isn't it? I think we should probably try 3 cards. I agree. Let's see what they say.
It reminds me of a Doctor Who story. No, wait. Every Doctor Who story is about timey-wimey
Right.
stuff. Got it, Russ. Thanks. And pretty soon, I think in another week or so, we'll be doing another unhappy hour segment. Once we figure out when the fourth quarter moon starts.
Oh, I think it's soon.
I think it's soon too.
Well, this is interesting. Are people jumping timelines? I don't know.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Well, I think there's more to it than that. And look at this.
But they're moving towards love. Except they're in the wrong reality or chat room.
No.
Yes.
No, because of the card that follows.
What card? The moon is reversed. Is that like Uranus?
I think this workout we had is really, we were very competitive on this workout too we did today.
I kicked her.
Oh, I kicked him on one of the routines. Ha. Ha. And
we're doing it right now, Russ.
So, Russ, you have the Knight of Cups upright. You also have the Moon reversed, and you have the is that the 8?
It's the 7. No, it is.
It is the 8. I first thought it was the 7 too, but it's the 8 of coins upright. Well, it's possible, yes. I mean, it's possible because it looks like the Knight of Cups. I mean, the knights move. That's one thing about a knight. They're moving. So are they moving timelines? Are they moving around? And the Knight of Cups can be a very emotional card, true, as Mr. O pointed out, but they're also very intuitive. And they operate on a different kind of frequency in a way. And when you throw the moon in the equation here, reversed, it's almost as if, revelations, that they're seeking revelations. What? Oh my
Goldfish,
God.
abundance. Abundance of what? Timelines and realities. Stars.
He's getting ahead a little bit.
Destiny.
Yes. So
the answer is indeed yes.
So at any rate, I'm trying to figure out the way the 8 of Pentacles fits into my reading, other than to say there may be some people who are actively, who may be in the chat that have actively worked on doing this.
That's what I thought the 8 of coins meant too. Somebody has actually worked towards doing this, no matter how or why or where.
And so I think this is a revelation of sorts. The moon reversed indicates that things will be revealed. And I feel here that it may not be everybody for sure, but there may be some people who might be capable of doing that. Who am I to say? Elon Musk. Oh, God, please. But at any rate, don't get me started on that. But at any rate, he's onto something with the stars and the goldfish, too, because it is saying there's many possibilities here. There's many possibilities. There's an abundance of possibilities here. And that...
Just a time delay. Talk about.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sometimes there's a time delay.
I think you're probably several minutes behind us, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, it's a timeline thing, Russ.
When are you?
But we have this problem too when we try to sync up computers on shows we're watching. We're always at different segments of it, no matter what we do. But at any rate, it's highly possible here. You've got that star, which is about destiny and fate and, hope. And you've got the fish, which is about abundance. And I really do feel here that this could indicate, yes, this is possibly true. I can't say anything else. Do you have anything to say on the Lenormand? Or?
I already did.
Oh,
no,
in the beginning.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Russ.
I think it's highly possible. You come up with the coolest questions, Russ.
This
is
was
really
pretty
challenging.
cool.
We love being challenged, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of it. I can't always guarantee that, but and this does leave open some questions. Obviously, how are they doing it? And how many are doing it? And what does it mean? But it looks like it's highly possible. I like these cards we got. Especially getting the Knight, because Knights are about movement.
Movement, traveling.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on to
SP. And I think we're going to need your when deck, possibly. When can I start expecting improvement or promotion in my career?
Okay.
And I think...
Well, I don't think we... Yeah, we'll use that for sure as part of it, but we won't totally rely on it.
I'm going to use my Star Spinner Tarot.
Right. Well, maybe we'll use them. There we go. Okay. I couldn't open the pouch at first. Right. It's these clunky gloves. Okay. Star Spinner.
Mm-hmm. You thought so too? Sure. It's a very interesting question. I hadn't actually thought about this very much myself. All right. When can you expect promotion or improvement? And card first is the Six of Coins, upright. The next card is the reversed Wheel of Fortune.
Ugh.
And then we have the, God, I can barely read it. But it's the reversed Page of Coins.
Oh. Here. Let's get to... Oh.
And there's our humbug again. The snake.
Well...
And the greeting card.
We'll definitely do the timeline thing for you here. There's... For the immediate time, it doesn't look very promising, I'll just say. The first card again,
Six of Coins.
Yes, the Six of Coins. We all want to get what we deserve, what we feel we deserve. And you're looking for fairness here. You want improvement because you feel you've earned it. And I think that's why this card is here. But it just seems as though constantly things keep popping up that gets in the way of your being able to secure this promotion. And I think here with the Page of Pentacles 2, right now there's no good news in this regard, at least for the present time being. And I would bet even going into January, SP, it just doesn't look very promising.
I tend to agree. I think that, you probably are somewhat, seen as, reliable and good, but I don't think they have a lot of faith in the company itself right now, whoever's in charge. I think they feel they're dealing with some unexpected changes in the company, and maybe there are things that affect the bottom line. So they may find it hard to spend more money on promotions or raises of pay right now, or they may be trying to figure out if they can, do all of their operations if they have certain other challenges there. And then finally, when I look at the Page of Coins reversed, I think this is indicating to me that you may be experiencing this for a while, and you may feel that this condition, may want you to try to look for other things, but you probably are in a spot where you feel you've been there long enough that you don't want to give it up easily, but you're going to be thinking about looking for other ways to get ahead in the world, whether it means other jobs or an additional job, even something like that, if it's possible for you.
Well, to add on to something he said about company strategy, it's not always about shortfalls, but, I can see why that would come up with the Page of Pentacles reversed here. But what I do think sometimes is they don't like to, if they're really comfortable with a person doing what they're doing, where they're doing it, sometimes they don't want to move people around, even if the people deserve it. Even if the people deserve a raise or deserve that, they want to maintain the status quo.
That's true.
And
sometimes people can't be promoted because they like you too much where you're at.
And so why can't they give you more money? It could be what he said. It could also be that they're playing some little games here, because we have the Lenormand, we have the humbug again. Boy, that snake has been coming up a lot. That's the snake in the traditional Lenormand. Hey, Jamie's Cowboys. And then we have the letter card. And the letter card indicates, again, like there's some deceptive rationale that they're going to give you for this, or something that I don't think you should trust. I don't think you should trust what you're hearing here.
Right. It looks to me like they may try to mollify you in certain ways or pacify you in certain ways. Like maybe you'll get a certificate, something in writing, that says, SP has performed well. Or, you'll get, a card, thanking you, and maybe a modest gift. Over here in the States, a lot of times we feel like, the job bosses show their appreciation by giving a pizza party, and everybody gets a piece of pizza, and people are sick of that. So I get it. It's like I feel like this is saying that they're probably not able to do this at this time, but they may try to pacify you in certain ways,
by
make you feel better.
Saying things like, oh, maybe 6 months from now we can revisit this, or, just to put it off longer.
But I think that idea of the humbug is that they're just being deceptive. Maybe they'll do that, but they're really right now putting you off.
Well, now watch the cards say it's going to happen immediately.
Well, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen because you go external, like you leave the company because you get a better job. We just are going to tell you when we think it could happen.
All right. Well, I guess it wanted to cut there. Okay. God, that's so uncanny. Very uncanny. Did I say 6 months in that example I used?
Okay, well, so our when card says 7 months. SP is one factor. And before the end of the summer months, which really 7 months, end of the summer, so it's kind of like
August, September.
Yeah, between after July or August.
It seems more
Is when it may
likely,
happen.
according to what we're seeing here. And I'll just say this, and SP, I don't want you to be too disillusioned by this, because the tarot's a snapshot in time. Things can change, so we can revisit this again sometime in the future. But it looks like, at least I would say for this month and probably January for sure, it just does not seem like it's happening, and they're going to just be making excuses if
They're going to try to make you wait on them.
Yeah. So I wish you luck with that. That's just too bad. No.
Hey, Claudia.
Claudia! Are you going to heap stuff on me because the Lions lost? That was really tragic. It was tragic, I say. Sonny, I need the computer. I'm sorry. Are you staying for a reading, Claudia? I know Jamie's Cowboys probably wants one.
And we have Mary the Aries up first.
I know.
The Cowboys.
But I need
won.
to get the list done, and now I'm out of everything. Why did that happen? Computers. And SP.
By the way, happy hour will be on this week, despite what that message says there. No. No.
Well, everything's messed up.
You're welcome, SP.
You would think Mercury's retrograde all over again.
Maybe.
Probably still in the shadow.
So come to our happy hour on Saturday if you're not doing anything else and get a positive reading. One card. We're doing good. We worked out this afternoon, so we're slightly sluggish and cranky. But other than that, Jamie's, we're doing okay.
Sort of doing okay. Speaking for myself.
All right,
of course.
and I'll just need the rest of those. So I've told you now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there they are. Thank you.
All right.
So Mary was saying something earlier in the chat about she was found innocent. And
Congrats on that, Mary. I
That's
saw it.
so
I just
cool.
didn't have a chance
to
to
hear that.
respond. That's awesome. I thought maybe we did act like this would have a good resolution for you. I can't remember.
Yeah, maybe you can remind us a little bit about what that was.
Yeah, but I'm so happy that worked out for you.
Definitely.
And you can throw that behind. So was there a question Mary had? Or
I'm
did
looking
she
for it.
just come in to deliver
Not
that?
guilty. Woohoo. All right. Well, if you're here, Mary, go ahead and give us a question. Otherwise, we did see that you wished us a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. So that might be just okay.
Oh, you say that all the time, but we're on 3 times a week, Jamie's.
Yeah. Could you add me? What does Spirit want me to focus on?
All right. We're
Guess
doing you right
missed
now.
that. Okay.
I missed it.
Oh, you posted it again. I found it. But yeah. Nice.
She's so wonderful.
I am. I get no credit. I get the crank.
I'll give you credit.
No, you give me the crank. The cranky. Now, I had Claudia on the list, and she seems to be gone now. How did that happen?
Well, she may or may not give us a question. We'll see.
No, she said sure to add her. So.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I'm just saying, the list, somehow she didn't get on it.
Meanwhile, I'll just keep shuffling.
Why don't you? All right. Okay, Mary, let's see what we've got.
You would be the reading after, 2 readings from now.
I keep moving him over and he keeps coming back. Sonny. All right, Mary, let's see what we got for you. I already posted the next list because apparently I'm not going fast enough, so I'm trying. All right. Okay, we got the Page of Wands reversed. Oh, that's right. The King of Pentacles, which is mushrooms in this deck for some reason, is reversed. And the Moon is reversed. Ooh, 3 reversals. Now, the moon isn't necessarily bad, but it's dependent on the other cards. What do you got, Mr. O? You shuffled so long, I want to see them. Ooh, what?
I know.
Boy.
And we've both been shuffling them, and they just keep coming up.
I swear. Well, I don't think this is about what you've been through. It's clearly got a good resolution here. Or maybe there's some fallout from that, that might affect you in some way. But, the Page of Wands reversed indicates kind of a period where, there might be some bad news that's coming to you. Is this what Spirit wanted to know? Yeah,
right.
What does Spirit want you to know? There may be, we should have did my reading, but I didn't think about that. So let's do the 3 cards. I think there may be some bad news coming to you. But, just bad in the sense that plans are delayed or canceled. Something doesn't happen that you had hoped would happen or develop. I'll go 1 card at a time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what it looks like. I mean, when the Ace of Wands is reversed, it may be something... Spirit may be trying to tell you that something needs more work from you. Maybe something you thought, you gave it a gentle push and it would go off on its own and just grow. You thought it could grow on its own, but it needs a little bit more from you. And so Spirit wants you to try to figure out what this thing needs. It could be a new project, or it could just be a situation that you've already been working on.
Well, and since we have the King of Pentacles here reversed, that's it in a nutshell. What it means is you're going to have to work harder, and you're going to have to try to develop a better strategy for working around whatever setbacks or whatever delays you are encountering here. And the King of Wands, King of Pentacles, reversed here, is saying that you're not all in on this. I sort of feel as though this setback or whatever you're going to find disappointing and disempowering in some way. You're just going to feel like, I just might as well let it go. You'd like giving up or stagnating a bit, just kind of not dealing with it.
Well, I wonder with the 2 cards combined there, if this is maybe you believing that you don't have the skill level or the resource level, but Spirit wants you to maybe learn that, then, is what I'm thinking. Or Spirit feels like you may have to rely on what you have. Maybe Spirit thinks this is a way of getting you to be more clever or more introspective on either that matter or on matters in general.
I think the moon reversed here is saying to me that you will come up with a plan or a solution. I feel the moon reversed indicates that things will be revealed to you. And as things start coming to light, maybe you'll be able to process them and come up with a plan for a workaround or to move on to something else if that's what it calls for.
A lot of times when the moon shows up, it tells us that we need to do our own inner work, whether it's a shadow work or some other personal work. And I think Spirit is saying that these experiences or this way that they're wanting you to focus and look at things may make you realize you need to do some more personal dive inward to find your answers to the questions. So some of this could be meditation or some sort of study that you might have to take up.
I kind of like this, Mary, because with the next card, with the Lenormand, the humbug and the anchor tells me a story here that's similar to the King of Pentacles, or what I said about that. The fact is, don't deceive yourself in feeling you are stuck. Where's my wand? Just because you've had this setback, okay? Don't feel like you're automatically stuck. You need to, like what Mr. O said, go within a little bit, and what I said too, come up with a better strategy or plan for seeing this through. Maybe all is not lost here, but it's a matter of putting in some effort and maybe rethinking your approach to this problem.
I really like what Banshee said there, because I think the anchor, it's a circle with the anchor inside of it. And it reminds me of the moon. I'm drawn to the idea of the moon saying, stay with us a while, even though there's something here that maybe you feel is not right for you. Stay with it a while, because maybe you'll be able to discern it better. I think Spirit wants you to try to understand what the situations in your life are, where you need to upgrade or where you need to maybe let something go, all of those kind of things.
Thank you, Jamie. I honestly cannot remember where I got this. I think I may have won the wand, but I also think it's possible, because people do raffles all the time. I also think it's possible I might have picked it up from one of the metaphysical stores. It's got a nice citrine point on the one side here. I can't turn there. And then, of course, it's got the nice quartz pointer point on this side. I like it. I just do. Very nice. Thank you. And it's got that, bamboo and Oriental, Asian, Eastern kind of feel to it.
I want to say something really naughty, but I won't.
Oh, no, do not, Mr. O. Rein it in.
I did.
Well, that's what we have for you, though.
Mary.
Yeah, Mary, I don't think it's relating. It might relate to what you've been through, maybe picking up from where that's now left you, or it could be related to something else.
Yeah, in context to what you said about, the court case going in your favor, it may be saying Spirit says, it didn't have to go that way, and that maybe next time you need to also understand these other factors, because maybe you're lucky this time. The moon is sort of lucky on occasion, not always in every aspect. But I think this is saying maybe some of those experiences, as well as maybe other things you're going to be aware of, Spirit will let you know. Good luck.
So good luck with
that.
that.
And Merry Christmas. Thank you.
And Merry Christmas to you. Have a great holiday. We'll be reading my Christmas poem on Sunday's show.
Yes.
It's very light-hearted.
Yes.
And maybe not so, it's Christmassy, I guess. I had a lot of fun with it this year. Anyway, stay tuned for that.
All right.
I read the Yule poem today. Maybe I'll read that again at happy hour, but definitely the Christmas poem on Sunday, since Christmas will happen before our next live show. Right, Mr. O?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So your deck, and we are on...
Jamie's.
Jamie. Sonny, back and forth, and when you come back, don't get so close, okay? Stay there. Stay there. You know that, I see what you're doing.
A general, okay, and I'm going to use my Ancient Egypt Tarot by Clive Barrett.
You're going to make me get hair all over my glove.
A general reading.
Well, Jamie's Cowboys, you can see I'm a little cold. This house has been cold, so I threw on my snuggly on top of my clothes. I feel so much more comfortable now. I am totally balanced with the climate.
Okay.
Not up here.
Oh, is it?
Ah. Well, we're
Not
in
as
for a
cold as
couple of
us.
cold days, nights ahead, starting tonight.
We were just above freezing, 32 degrees.
And it's getting much colder. Yeah, it's going to snow tomorrow.
But we go to the gym and there's all these young people walking into the gym and out of the gym with their shorts on and no coat. Just showing off.
Those days for me are
42 is
over.
pretty cold for California, I'm sure it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's cold.
Wow.
That's 10 degrees above freezing. I don't like that. Okay, Jamie's, here's your general reading. Your first card is the Seven of Wands. Your second card is the reverse Ten of Swords.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Nice. In a way.
And your final card, talk about magic wands, is the Magician. Look at all those magic scepters and wands they're holding. That is so cool.
Let's get this out here.
More abundance for us.
Did these come up together before?
They did.
It came up in Russ's
I know.
reading.
I don't know what's going on.
I
They're all
swear
coming
I'm
up a lot.
shuffling these really well.
Well, we're going to take it back then.
Well,
No, we're not.
no, we're not. Must be coming up for a reason. All right.
Seven of Wands, Ten of Swords reversed, and the Magician. It feels like there's something happening that will involve a supreme sense of willpower on your own part to maybe hold off, some particular kind of bad energies directed against you in some way. Ten of Swords reverse, Magician.
That's the one I wanted. Yeah,
Seven
I don't
of
know why
Wands.
I forgot that. I was just thinking that. No, I knew about the Seven of Wands. Well, I could go. Oh gosh, what a bad time to lose my voice. I could go a couple of ways with that Seven of Wands, and I like, it looks as though it's a card where you stand up for yourself, stand up for your rights, stand up for something that's important to you, take a stand on something. All of those things can apply. But there's another little used part of the Seven of Wands that I bring up once in a while too, and I wonder if it's relevant here, is that sometimes there's so many things vying and competing for your attention or your support or your efforts, that you need to kind of set some boundaries. You may have to set some boundaries here and determine what's most important to you. That Ten of Wands. Don't allow others or your workplace, for example, to take advantage of you.
Did you mean the Ten of Swords?
Yes. Yes. And so I feel here, if you stand up for yourself, you make some boundaries, whether it's with friends, family, or, others, you will come out on top of this. And I think it is going to take a bit of effort on your part with the Magician there. You have to be, you can't waver on this. This is something that you have to be resolved to do. You want to stand your ground, stand up for yourself, or not allow all these little things in your life to get the jump on you, to overwhelm you in some ways. During the holiday season, there's a lot of that. So whether it's workplaces that get busier because, they might be shutting down for the holidays, or you're in a business that, is very busy during the holidays, things get really crazy and people will take advantage.
And Jamie says she has been working on taking their power back.
Okay.
So I like that because this Magician is resonating strongly with the stars. They're both about energy and pulling energy from wherever you need it. And the stars is actually going with the goldfish, which is once again talking about abundance in your life and success in your life. So I feel like if you have been dealing with situations that really involve you standing up for yourself, willpower, working against people who are working against you, everything seems to be going in your favor for this general reading moving forward.
Well, so long as you do what the Magician does. The Magician is somebody who is very focused on a goal, and that might be standing up for yourself, very focused on doing what you need to do and believing that you can control the situation, that you have power over this situation, that you can hold on to this higher ground here that you're on. So, and I think that's evident with the Lenormand here too, which is saying to you, think positive, remain in control, and you will attract the abundance of things that you want in life, and not be at the whims of what other people or situations are trying to throw at you. So I think that's the message here. But you got anything to add there? You did well with the Lenormand.
I liked it because the stars and the goldfish came up in the other one that Russ was doing about the multiple realities, and so I think there's something really powerful about that combination. It's not the kind of question you were asking about multiple realities, but it was in terms of a general reading and what you said, what the other cards show about you assuming power, standing up for yourself. These cards indicate that too. The star is really your destiny, your sense of an optimistic future and a belief in abundance and success coming to you.
Pretty good reading. Yeah.
It's a really good reading.
Nice. Good luck with that. And the darn snake didn't show up. Woohoo!
I know the snake had been showing up a lot. So that's our reading for you, Jamie's Cowboy.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
Trial soon.
Trial soon. Okay.
Claudia is up, and
Claudia, are you still here?
yeah, she said she was.
That was a few readings back.
Oh,
It was.
okay.
Claudia, it's your turn now. It was before SP said thanks.
Oh, yeah. No, she said sure. But below that, by Mary the Aries, what does Spirit want me to focus on? She said I'm here too, so.
Yeah, I see that too.
So, if you posted a question.
No, that was really a lot further back than you think. I mean.
No, I get it.
We love you too. We're just waiting to see if Claudia's here, because if she's not, it's nearly time for us to close.
Can you, while I'm looking up the list, to put the list as closed out there?
Okay, I can do that.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't see a question.
I think Claudia just came to say hi like she does sometimes.
Yeah. Though a general for me.
Oh,
Thank you, Claudia. I knew you were here.
Okay, we didn't think you were with us anymore. Whose deck is it? It's yours.
Yes, it's my deck.
We'll get going.
Well, listen, you.
And I'm
here,
closing
why
the
didn't
list
you
then.
ask me for the Lenormand again?
I'm
Here they
closing the
are.
list.
All right.
We're getting too old for this, I think.
We're getting too cranky for this.
We're doing a general for you, Claudia. Don't worry, we will do a general.
We are here. And I got the Golden Girls.
Hope you have a great Yule and Christmas if you celebrate Christmas.
You may have missed my Yule poem, but it will
It's
be
okay.
out there on social media.
I'm in and out all the time myself.
I don't know where I'm at.
I think we're a little tired because we had a workout.
Well, I didn't sleep well last night. I slept down here. I fell asleep down here and late. And then I couldn't sleep when I went upstairs because it was too cold up there. And I knocked out before the show. I was just passed out on the couch because I was exhausted from the workout and from the lack of sleep. So
It's all good.
all right, last shuffle. All right.
Hey, we got different cards in the Lenormand.
Yay!
We didn't get the snake,
What?
the stars, the fish.
What else have we had? I think those were the most.
Oh, I'm sorry
The
to hear
whip-
that.
the
I'm
whip
so
came
sorry to
up.
hear that, Claudia. Aw.
Oh, did you mention that last time? when-
No, I don't think
thought
so.
You were here and mentioned that. Somebody else might have lost a dog. I'm so sorry.
I am sorry for you. I know that hurts.
It is rough. All right. Well, Claudia, maybe this is showing you need a little self-care after all of that because you've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Let's throw them all out there. We got the Six of Wands reversed. Oh, poo. Well, what's with all my cards being reversed? I don't. That's rather unusual for me. And we got the Page of Swords reversed. So, this has been a challenging time, and I think the cards may be reflecting that. What do you got? Yeah, oh my gosh.
The candy cane.
What? Was your dog by a chance, was your dog a female or male?
Her.
You lost her. Okay. Well,
Okay.
whether the snowman or the snow lady shows up, we kind of use a different kind of...
Was she a white-haired dog?
Why, because snow? Yeah, I guess. Well, let's talk about this. It's funny, and it's like I've always said, the cards sometimes reflect what's on your mind the most when you come in here. And as people start to talk about things, sometimes they surface in the cards. Now, I don't know if that's all about this, but I will say this. The Queen of Pentacles indicates to me, hey, spend some time taking care of you right now. I know it's the holidays. I know there's lots of stuff going on, but you need some support right now. You might always be there for other people, but it's time, if they can't be there for you, at least that you pull yourself away and you take care of you right now.
Right, and not all of us can be as popular as the sun.
I love beagles.
We'll try to get to that.
They're my favorite dog.
No, I thought you meant Libra.
Oh, no. She said she had a beagle. So.
I know, I thought you said Libra.
Oh.
It's the hearing thing.
Okay.
Go
on.
So I do feel I kind of got off track there.
Were you still on the Queen?
I'm on all of them. I'm gestalting
You're doing
them.
them all. Okay. That's fine.
And you got me off track because we...
Want me to go ahead? And you
Go
can
ahead.
think it
I
out?
thought you already did yours.
Well, no. I just did the Queen of Pentacles. So the Six of Wands indicates to me that, this is really interesting to me, Claudia, because I was just saying if other people aren't around to support you, you have to take care of you. And that darn Six of Wands kind of tells that same story. You may feel right now, where is the support for me when I need it? You might need a little bit more support from others at this time because, well, you're down on your luck. Things have not been going your way. And so you're kind of maybe feeling support is not out there. We're here for you. We just want you to know that.
I agree with her. I think that's what the Six of Wands is. It may be saying that you realize you can't expect other folks to necessarily support you. And the Page of Swords may be saying that if there are folks who wanted to, they're holding back. They maybe don't know how to approach you,
That's
or
true.
they're awkward in certain ways.
A lot of people have problems with that. You're right.
Or you yourself don't necessarily know how to relate this because you sort of feel like it's too personal in a certain way and or other people wouldn't understand.
And then with the Page of Swords reversed there, it's kind of indicating, some bad
Okay, good.
news. Also, just this idea, too, that right now just seems like a delicate time for you. It's reversed, and the page is usually somebody who is very, what's the word?
We're off base. She's getting a lot of support.
Oh, really? Well, that's great to hear. That is great to hear. We are not totally off base. We'll talk about this again. But the Page of Swords indicates to me that you feel as though... What is the word you like to use with that?
Awkward.
No, when he's upright.
Oh, diplomatic, a dancer.
A dancer. Graceful. That's the word I'm looking for. And right
Okay.
now, you don't feel that way. You don't feel up for that necessarily. Go on.
No, that's all I was going to say there. I was going to move on to Lenormand. I don't know. I'm really drawing a blank with some of this reading. I'm sorry.
Huh.
We know that the candy cane is talking about maybe disappointments or things
Candy
ending,
cane is heavy grief and sorrow and loss. That's what it's always been. And so, certain cards that it falls with sometimes mute that a little bit, but I don't see that here. I feel it's over the loss of someone or something.
Right.
And That's what it is. And there's grief. There is grief here. And that could even be you, even though it's a snowman, Claudia, that you're experiencing kind of a difficult time right now, a difficult passage.
The important things are taking care of yourself, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and you have a support group to help you with that. Maybe the Six of Wands just says that you don't feel like a champ right now. I mean, the Six of Wands is about a victor, but when it's reversed, you don't feel like a victor. You sort of feel like you lost. You lost something.
Well, and now did your dog you have to put it to sleep? Is that it? Or did it die naturally? Because I kind of feel here with the Six of Wands, reversed. I could look at it this way too and just say that you have to do what you have to do for our pets. But it feels so hollow, doesn't it? It just feels hollow that we have to say goodbye. We have to... I remember now, whoever lost their pet, I think they were very young, like 6 years old. I don't know if that was you, Claudia, but somebody else had lost a pet and they were 6 years old. So I'm just saying, when we have to make these tough decisions with animals, it can seem so empty and so hollow, and that there's nothing good to be had from this. And so this is a difficult time. You need to just be kind to yourself and process this situation. I mean, I know you just fed us that information, but it's really laid out here quite clearly in the cards. So if you do have the support, then I would say the Six of Wands is looking at other factors about what you had to go through and how it's made you feel. I like what Mr. O said. You don't feel like you're at your best right now. You don't feel like a champ right now. You don't feel good because you lost something very important in your life. Yeah, she was only 6. I knew it. You told us about this. You stopped in. And I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's tough. I mean, and I don't want to make you feel bad because really, I don't think we've had to go through this yet with a young animal that we've had to put to sleep.
No, we've never had to put a younger animal to sleep, but I've heard it a couple times, and it sounds so sad when people have to do that.
Yeah.
But, it's like a child who is very unhealthy, and we don't know why. I remember running into a former coworker years later, and her daughter had a Wilms tumor. It was at one of the hospitals. It was like, wow. And
see, Claudia, this is why these cards came up, and especially the grief card, because it is harder during the holidays. I can understand what you're going through here. We had a whole year
I hate holidays.
or more elapse before we got these guys after our last cat died. And it was the hardest time for us. We felt lonely, like the house was empty, without our companions here. And so now, well...
we'll never be alone.
Right?
You take care.
You take care, Claudia. Thanks for stopping in. I wish I had something more uplifting, but you know what? It's just something we have to work through. Loss, grief, sorrow. You'll get there. I believe it. Take just special care of yourself right now and do things that at least, will make you feel better. If being around more people and your support group makes you feel better, then do it. If getting out of the house more because the house feels empty right now, then do it, Yeah. So good luck with that. And that's not ignoring your grief. That's processing it. You can process and look at things differently, once you're surrounded by the support and comforts that you need around you right now. Yeah, too quiet. Definitely. Do you know, one time when our cats were all gone, I heard a meow, an incredibly distinctive meow coming from the stairs when I was in the living room. Of course, there was nothing I could see there, but I knew it was one of our cats that was still the last one that passed. It was still there, letting me know.
You're welcome. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
So don't be surprised if you had a lot of love you shared with this animal, Claudia, that you don't get a visitation. I wish you luck. I wish you healing. Good luck with that.
All right.
That's our
Libra
show.
wants to know if her card reading might have been about the court case she has to go to tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't know it was coming up.
Well, she mentioned it earlier in the chat, but I didn't read that to you.
It was a kind. I can't totally remember the cards now that we've dealt all these other
I went
cards.
looking for it while you were talking.
But
I don't remember if this was it. Was this Victoria's reading?
That was Victoria's.
So it's the one after this.
Yeah.
I think it's the one after this. Yes, the Earth Mother. Because it was... No, wait, that was about the Capricorns. That was the Self.
Yeah, that was the Self.
Sorry. Hold on, Libra. It's these.
Oh, did we do a yes/no on that one? What was her question? It was a general, I thought, right?
Well, see if she's asking us again.
I was the second reading, she's saying, yeah.
Do you remember the cards? Because I'm not sure if we have the right set of cards.
Can you tell me what those cards are, Mr. O? Because I can't see them.
It was the Hermit and the Moon and the Three of Swords.
Okay.
Was that Libra's cards?
That could be your cards. I don't know where... Yeah, so what are the Lenormands in that? Wasn't there a snake in this one, too?
I'm looking for the Lenormand. Hold on. There they are. The clock tower
Oh,
and the
no,
birds.
it's the clock tower in that. Well, yes, because the clock tower can be not just about your job, which is what we focused that on, because I said it could be something different. That could be your legal case, because that can also be a governmental or a legal institution. So that could be a court case.
She says she was the second reading, and that was possibly the third reading.
That looks like the cards we had for Libra, I swear.
Okay, well, let's. You have the list. Who was the first on the list and the second on the list? Oh, you
I
don't
just
have it
look
anymore.
at the cards, but I'll tell you who. No, the list is gone. But we can go to the top and look.
Estelle came in second, so you were the third reading.
You were the third reading.
Okay, you were the third
Libra.
reading. So it was those latter cards we just showed. The Hermit, the Moon.
I'm 100% positive.
Okay,
those are
so
it.
go on. I just want to
So
clarify.
basically, I really think, remember how I said the two sets of cards could be different, Libra, for you? I feel that those last cards are about the court case. So I think here there's going to be some communication coming down from that court case. And what I said to you was, these cards are very neutral. They're not really telling us the direction things are going to go in. They're not. They're just news is going to come down. So yeah, I think it is relating to that.
Yeah, because she's right. The clock tower is about institutions. And what was the other card? The birds.
The
communication.
birds. News.
So,
Dialogue.
yeah.
Talking. A decision, maybe.
The Three of Swords, I guess, is ominous because, of course, in the picture, it showed something being
Caged.
captive. But the traditional meaning is maybe some sense of things breaking apart or being heartbroken. With the other two cards...
So, I mean, I really did not want to combine
Okay, thanks. We would like to know on Sunday.
I really didn't want to combine those two sets of cards together when I did the reading. I thought they were separate. But if I were to combine them, I would say that whatever comes out in this court case may make you want to give time to yourself so you can process all of
Yes,
this
you did
and
say
figure
that.
out what this means to you. I talked about it in a more generic sense.
Sure,
for the
but
year.
I remember that.
Yeah. Right, this is all her reading. I know it was, yeah.
No, you're right. We got it.
And so, but the sorrow card there, I felt was just don't hold on to grief. Don't let this rattle your cage, since there was a cage there, and allow yourself the time to process it. If it's not the
Good luck tomorrow.
decision you had hoped for, process it. If it's a decision you had hoped for and it's caused some other things to happen or occur, process it, first before you act.
Good luck tomorrow.
Good luck with that.
And let us know on Sunday if we see you.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, thanks for that. Follow up there, Libra. Appreciate doing
we were
that
happy
for
to help you.
Yeah. And you know, on a reading night where we have less readings, it's a little easier to find.
And we were able to spend as much time with everybody as we needed to.
Yeah.
So
Thanks again, everybody, for putting up with our crankiness. We had some good readings here despite the crankiness. And want to wish everybody who celebrates a very
Thanks, Carol.
happy Yule and solstice tomorrow. In advance,
Saturday.
if I don't see you by then, a Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. And enjoy this festive season. It's just nice to, carry on some goodwill for a change, right? Right. All right, everybody.
take care.
Take care. Have a great rest of your evening or day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Merry Xmas.